Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're having a look at the Israeli Kfir, or Kfir, however it's pronounced. Kfir is Hebrew for lion cub. This is a Israeli all-weather multi-role combat aircraft based actually on the French Dassault Mirage 5. But with some Israeli avionics and an awesome Israeli built version of the General Electric J79 turbo jet engine. Yes, that engine that powered the mighty F4 Phantom, although the Phantom actually had two of them. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, Israeli built in the 70s, first flight in June 1973, introduced to combat squadrons in June 1976. First saw combat actually in 1977 in October, I believe, where a flight of Kafirs were committing to a bombing run on a training camp somewhere in Lebanon, I think, and got tangled with some Syrian MiG-21s, which resulted in the downing of at least one, possibly two Syrian MiG-21s. So good for the Israelis, good result for the little Kfir. Primary users of this rather nice looking aircraft. As a Swede, I think it looks a little bit like the J-37 Viggen, but much sleeker one, so naturally I'm gonna like it. So primary users, Israeli Air Force, not at the moment though, they're in reserve I think, or maybe they have scrapped them this far. The US Navy actually had a few of these. The Colombian Air Force actually uses them up to now. Sri Lankan Air Force has one squadron of them. And the Ecuadorians used the Kfir. Quick facts about Kfir. Well, a crew of one, of course. Here on the you see me trying to take a shot at this MiG-15 drone with the AIM-9 Sidewinder G model, and I think actually, yeah, I scored a hit there. Yay, good for me. As I said, crew of one, length of 15.65 meters, so almost 16 meters, wingspan of 8.22 meters, height of 4.55, empty weight 7,414 kilos or 16,345 pounds. Max takeoff weight 16,500 kilos or 36,376 pounds. Power plant, well, I told you before, but it is an Israeli made General Electric J79 JE1 turbojet engine that produces a massive 52.9 kilonewtons of thrust. Dry. If you use the afterburner, which you should because it's awesome, it produces 79,000 79,000 newtons or 79.62 kilonewtons, which is a massive boost to this aircraft, which propels it up to its top speed of 2,440 kph or 1,520 miles per hour or 1,320 knots, I believe, and that is above 11,000 meters or at 36,089 somewhat feet. Maximum speed is in Mach numbers 2.3. Maximum service ceiling about 17,680 meters or 58 somewhat thousand feet, 58,010 feet, I believe. G limits, well, in reality, somewhere around 7.5 Gs, not more. Here in War Thunder, you could pull a bit more. Rate of climb 45,900 feet per minute or 233 meters per second. Numbers built, well, it's a bit hard to get actual numbers because it is still an active airframe used by the Colombians, at least by the Colombians, I think. The Ecuadorians also use one squadron of them, so not really sure, but the numbers I've gathered, somewhere around 220. So what kind of armament do you get in this little package? Well, you get two Raphael built 30mm DEFA 553 cannons, which are unbelievably good. They pack enormous punch, so you can use them as a dogfighting weapon or in air to ground. The downside is you only get 140 rounds per gun, so it can carry rockets, Sunni rockets, or other unguided air to ground rockets. Also missiles, as I said, the AIM-9 Sidewinder G model or the Python series air-to-air missile. It could carry payloads up to 9,390 kilos or 20,700 pounds at the 9 external hardpoints. It can carry the Mark 80 series bombs, Paveway series of laser-guided bombs, the Griffin series, and such on. CBU 100 Rockeyes, or drop tanks. And one of its absolute drawbacks is the limit of its fuel. It only carries somewhere around 2,000 liters of fuel. Not sure what that is in gallons, but it's not enough, especially if you use the afterburner, because this General Electric J79 engine, it is awesome, it is a powerhouse, but it is not a lean green engine. It gulps fuel in massive chunks, and if you tend to use the afterburner, which I like to do, you don't really have that much flying time, because you need to get back and refuel ASAP. So the alternative is to use drop tanks, which does give you a bit more range, but then again you lose a hard point, which you could carry ordnance bombs or rockets or stuff like that. So it's your choice. Pros of the Kfir: well, it's fast, really fast, high rate of climb, quite nimble and maneuverable, so it's a good dogfighter. It bleeds energy quick though, so well, choose your moments. That's all I can say. It can carry a lot of ordnance and a lot of types of ordnance, so that is good. Downside, not that much fuel, maybe not the most modern avionics, although the Ecuadorians upgraded its version of the Kfir in 2017 and got an ASA radar, amongst other things, into it. That's good. I hope you like this short little movie about the Israeli Kfir C2. If you do, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And do check out our content on the page, which is mainly in Swedish, but maybe you'll get a kick out of it. Anyway, we have somewhat around 100 clips on the channel, mostly about combat aircraft, tanks and such, and I hope you have a nice time watching them, and you have a nice day, night, morning, evening, wherever you watch this, and I hope to see you again. So bye bye, or in Swedish, hej då!